Hello everyone. Today we're going to explore how you can use Optmyzr's tools to make managing shopping and performance max campaigns a whole lot easier. Specifically, we'll look at how to set up a supplemental feed using the Smart Product Labeler, where we'll organize products and group them based on performance metrics. And then we'll use that information to build our campaigns with the Shopping Campaign Management tool. If you're new to these tools or you're just looking for outside of the box ideas on how to optimize your campaigns, you're in the right place. Because by the end of the video, you'll see how easy it is to go from data in your product feed to a fully structured campaign ready to run in Google Ads. So let's get started. So first, we'll dive into the Smart Product Labeler, which you can find under Manage and Optimize, Shopping and PMax Retail, and then the Smart Product Labeler right here. If it's the first time using the tool, you're going to see a screen like this one. And here's where we'll create the rules to segment our products based on performance metrics. This is what's going to help us identify the top performing products, as well as those that may need a little extra attention or maybe not as much budget because they're not really the best selling products in your inventory. So to get things started, just click Create, Add a New Strategy. Here's where you'll start putting together your Smart Product Labeling strategy. The first thing that you need to do is to select the merchant feed, right? So we click that button and we select the merchant feed available. Now, if you don't know yet which of your custom attributes from the merchant feed is empty, use the view feed analysis to help you identify it. You'll get an entire table with that. So I'm going to click save, and you'll see that we're basically just pulling all of the columns and attributes that you would expect from your Google merchant feed into this. And as I mentioned, we'll be using a custom label or a custom attribute for the tool to populate it with the performance data or with the labels that you define. In this case, I know that my custom label 4 is empty, so that's the one I'll select in this second step. Custom label 4, save, and that's it. Now we proceed to work with the performance buckets by clicking Add Performance Bucket Rules. From the performance buckets side tray, you will be able to define the rules and the labels to apply to the different products in your merchant, right? So think of this almost like a funnel. We'll start by checking all products based on the data from the selected date range, and we'll try to match them to each of the buckets below. This is the set of conditions that will help you define the exact criteria that we'll consider for each of the custom labels to apply for each of the performance buckets or groups. All right, so these are essentially the boundaries of each of those buckets. These can all be customized, but by default, we use a hero, sidekicks, villains, zombies, and flukes structure, but you can also use it for a low, mid, and high ROAS structure, which I'll show you in a second. Now, what happens is that whenever a product does not match the conditions of one of the buckets, then it will be analyzed by any of the subsequent set of conditions, the subsequent criteria. And once we reach the bottom of the analysis, once we run through every single product, you can decide if you want to put any remaining products that have not accumulated enough traffic data yet into a catch-all bucket, as we call it. In fact, this is something that we recommend if you don't want to leave out any products that are probably new in the feed and haven't gotten a chance to receive traffic. So definitely consider adding the catch-all bucket. Now, what happens if I want to use a different structure other than the default one? Well, you can do that. You can click here to remove any buckets that you don't want to use. So if you're going to stick to a low, mid, and high ROAS structure, then simply do it this way. We will be editing each of the boxes or buckets that you're seeing in here. And let's say that we want to call this low ROAS. I'll show you how to do it for this first set of conditions. And then we'll fast forward a little bit because the process is quite repetitive and it's very easy. So ROAS is greater than 0%, and then ROAS is less than or equal to 1200. There we go. Okay. Now maybe you want to add another condition. Maybe you want to check for conversions as well. So let's add that, and we can say if conversions are greater than or equal to 1. We update that bucket. That's ready. And now we'll proceed to work with the rest of the other ones. Let me fast forward here, and I'll come back in a second. Okay, performance buckets ready. I have low, mid, and high ROAS buckets, plus the learning bucket campaign. So we're going to click here, save, and then save and preview to have a final look at our supplemental feed. You will want to spend a couple of seconds on this page, because from here you'll get access to this useful summary where you'll see how your products are getting distributed across the different performance buckets. You can also view the URL to your supplemental feed. From here you can copy it, and we also provide you with a link to the instructions on how to connect it to your Merchant Center. And finally, 2 very important buttons here on top: apply to supplemental data source, which is basically what's going to populate the supplemental feed with the custom labels that we've generated. If you're using it manually, this button can also be used to update the supplemental feed manually, but you'll definitely want to enable the automation, because with this you can ensure that Optmyzr checks the performance of each of your products and updates the labels accordingly. For example, if you have a product that is currently labeled as low ROAS, but in a couple of weeks it moved to high ROAS and it now meets those conditions, we'll update the label accordingly. So you set the frequency, the time slot, you press update, and you're all set. Now let's head over to the Shopping Campaign Management tool to create a campaign for each of my performance buckets. You'll see how easy this part is. Once in the Shopping Campaign Management tool, press the Create New Campaign button. You'll find that the Shopping Campaign Management tool is very similar to the Smart Product Labeler. So I've already connected the merchant feed. Now I need to define the campaign type. So you have 3 options. You can create an Optmyzr Smart campaign, standard shopping campaigns, or a PMAX retail campaign. Let's go with PMAX. In here, you can define the feed label and the countries to target or locations to target. And the most important part, creating the campaign structure. With the campaign structure, you'll be able to tell the campaign management tool that you want a campaign for each variation of your custom attribute 4, because that's the attribute we're populating with the help of the supplemental feed. You can, of course, always add other levels to this in your asset group creation strategy or listing group creation strategy, but I'll keep it simple for the sake of this example and move to the next step. If you want to add some assets, you have this option. You can also modify some basic campaign settings like your target ROAS and the daily budget for all campaigns combined before launching it. Since this is an example, I'll just leave it like that and move to the preview. All right, we are near the end of the implementation. All we have to do here is just check the campaigns we're about to create. You can see the 4 performance buckets in here with the products that will be added to each one of them. The only remaining step is applying the changes and enabling one more automation. So you can use the apply and refresh automatically. This will be useful in case you've added other levels for asset groups or listing groups while deciding the asset group and listing group creation strategy, because this will make sure that those are also up to date. You press submit and you're all set. And that's it. You can see how we quickly created a supplemental feed with the Smart Product Labeler and leveraged that data to create highly targeted Performance Max campaigns using the Shopping Campaign Management tool. All of this in just a few minutes and without having to invest too much time or effort. If you have any questions or want to learn more, our support team and customer success team is here to help. Support@optmyzr.com. Contact us. Thanks for watching and have a lovely day.